All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my session. And in this session, we'll be running a lab on how to create an Ethereum wallet. So in this wallet, we'll be able to create a mnemonic, and then from that mnemonic seed phrase, we would create a private key, create a public address, which is the Ethereum address, and then we'll have to verify if the Ethereum address is valid. So moving on, we'll be using Node.js to do this. So we are in a directory called create Ethereum wallet. So I'm going to create a new folder called wallet or Ethereum. Should I call it Ethereum? Yeah. Okay. So in this folder, we'll create another folder called wallets. So in wallets, let's initiate npm. So npm is the package we'll be using. So we'll do npm init. Okay. So with npm init, we have to specify the package name. We have to specify the version. I'll just click next for all of this. And then index.js is our entry point. You can change that to anything. Text command, git repository for now none. The keys none. Author, I would have written my name, but this is a test, so none. License none. And then we say okay. So right now we've initiated npm. So we have Node on package manager running install Ethers. Yeah. So we'll wait for that to install. It should take a minute or two. Okay, now we have npm installed. You can see here is one of our dependencies. We now have a node modules in our folder. Okay, so let's get to it. So our entry point is Node.js, index.js. So we'll create a file called index.js. Index.js, here we are. We need to create a variable. First thing we need to do is create a variable called ethers. So say const ethers equal to require ethers. So we've imported into ether, which is the dependency we just installed. So const wallet equals ethers the wallet, because we're creating a wallet, and it has a method called create random. So we'll create a random wallet with this. So with that, we can now say const result would be equal to this, and we can then start to derive our parameters from parameters of the wallet. Okay, so we can now say we want to get let's start with the mnemonic. So to get the mnemonic, we need to use the wallet dot mnemonic, and then we get the phrase. So it's a mnemonic seed phrase. All right, then we need to get the private key. So we do private key. So to get the private key is quite easy. So it's wallet dot private key. Then we need to get the address. So we say address is also easy. So address, wallet dot address. Yeah. So we now need to verify if this address is actually valid. So what we'll do is to let's check. Let's just say is valid. Is valid, and to get that, we would need to do ethers dot ethers.utils. dot is address. Then we need to pass in the address. We need to pass in the address. This is the wallet dot address. Yeah. So we have basically defined most of these parameters, and we just don't want to create one address. We want to create a plethora of addresses. So let's say we want to create 10 addresses. So what we need to do is pass this results in a loop. So we loop through 10, and we console.log that result. So to do that, we'll do a for loop. We say for I is equal to 0 and I is less than or equal to 10, then we iterate through I plus plus. In the for loop, we can then const call the data. The data is equal to the result. Right? Result. Then we can console log data. So let's see what we get from this. So we come back to a terminal and we say, close this. Node, hope we don't run into any errors. Index.js. No, I'm not in the right folder, so I need to go into Ethereum and then the wallet to access index.js. So what I'll do is to do cd ethereum/wallet. But in the ls we see we have the index.js, so we can do node index.js. Hopefully we don't have any errors. Cool. So interesting. So we've created I think 10. We've created 10. It has a list of wallets that contain the mnemonic phrase, the private key, the address, and we checked if the address is true, which is very important. Okay, so later we'd have to validate if this address that we've created are actually valid, because it's one thing to create something and it's one thing to be sure that that thing is in actual existence in etherscan. So hold on. Okay, we need to then validate if any of these addresses is actually true. So let's just copy this particular one. So I copy this. We go down to etherscan.io. So right there, etherscan.io, we can see the search bar right here. If we paste that address in it, we try to get so you see it returns something. It says there's 0 ether in this account, and it means this address is actually valid. So I'm a very practical person. Some of my colleagues must have gone through the theoretical part of what we've been taught throughout the week, but I'm very practical. So this is how to create an Ethereum wallet using Node.js. Thank you.